Hello everyone! Welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario RPG. I'm Dave, you may call me Modown Joe. Did you figure out the passwords? I'll tell you, I'll just tell you right now. It's P-E-A-R-L-S. Pearls! Yeah, that's our password, and it doesn't change from game to game, so, you could probably skip this on your second or third run through. But, you know what, we got a squid waiting for us, so, I think I'm gonna stick with this team for now. I've had better luck sometimes with Bowser instead of Malmo, but, anything works well. But, let's get started. We start off, there's three phases of this boss fight. First, we fight some tentacles, and the tentacles on the right-hand side, the ones pointing to the right, they are weaker to physical attacks. The ones on the left are weaker to... The ones pointing to the left are weaker to magic attacks. So, keep that in mind. You can easily probably take the ones on the left out with one or two hammers and mix in some thunderbolts, just for good measure. But for the most part, it's going to get a little bit trickier as it goes. The tentacles themselves only have two attacks. One is just to whack you with them, because, they're tentacles. And the other is that they abduct you, and then you can't. Then you miss your turn with that character, and they also become feared. And that is why why we will be using group hugs and therapies so vigorously in this battle, mostly to cure the fear, because that fear is going to really put a damper on our offense if we don't cure it. So. And thankfully for me, it's always Mallow that makes the hit, not someone that, could actually deal damage to those guys, like Mario. I mean, he's the one who's dishing out the most physical damage out of these three. Although, if I had brought in Bowser, he would probably also be a prime target. Ah, well. You take what you can get, and just as I say that, they abduct Mario. Great. Yeah, heals please. Oh, well. This part of the battle does drag on a little bit, and especially considering that Mallow does sometimes not end up cutting the cheddar entirely, but yeah, I don't know why I used Thunderbolt there instead of Shocker, but, well, other than FP conservation, I guess, but it still takes care of them just about fine. Oh, maybe I should actually be using physical attacks here. But overall, all the tentacles, as far as elemental weaknesses, I believe all the tentacles are weak to fire, maybe electricity. I haven't, though judging by the damage that Thunderbolt's dealing, I'm not very confident about that. Mostly it's just however, even though they are weak to fire, I would save the fire for the head. Well, phase 2 is pretty much just more tentacles, except now we got more of the ones that are weak to magic instead of the ones that are weak to physical attacks. Mario can take out the physical ones, 1, 2, 3. Like 4 Thunderbolts should take out the tentacles, the electrical tentacle, the magic weak tentacles, so yeah, it shouldn't be. So overall, this part isn't too hard. It's just watch out, don't let yourself get abducted, and keep your FP up especially if you're going to be using a lot of magic, like I am. This is one battle where it'll probably come in very, very handy. Alright, another Thunderbolt, and I don't think that would do it. We still probably need a few hits in. But, yeah, otherwise, what you really want to prepare for, though, is the head. The head is probably our biggest worry, and he has quite a few strong attacks. A basic melee attack isn't that much to worry about. It's the other stuff, and we will see why very shortly. Yeah, another group up. Just to top everyone off. Especially with all my party members being at such low HP, it probably could not hurt at all. Alright, that's all settled and done with. Let's march on and take on the big kahuna himself. There's the head of King Calamari, our giant squid that we have to deal with. That ink blast is really painful if you do not block it, as you can see right there. With King Calamari two-shotting Mallow there. Thank God I have pick-me-ups. Unfortunately, eventually we won't be needing quite so many pick-me-ups because Peach will learn, well, some skill to basically take that place, but for the most part, well, like I said, King Calamari is weak to fire, so roast that fish. Oh, roast that calamari. Yeah, I know calamari isn't a fish. You don't have to correct me. The tentacles are still there. If you want to clear them out, it certainly does not hurt. You will have to clear them out eventually, but King Calamari is the larger deals more damage, and anything that the tentacles can do, you can just therapy away or group hug away. So it's not like they're that nasty. Though King Calamari's attacks are very nasty. Drain Beam, probably not so much, especially considering that I brought in a party that's high in magic defense. It's pretty insane. But you do want to watch out for the Ink Blast, and you do want to watch out for his other attacks. They can kind of hurt. But, you know, Super Flame as much as you can, and that should be enough to deal with pretty much anything that comes at you. Shocker, probably not so much. I'd probably just keep sticking to Thunderbolts just to maybe off the one left tentacle. Or is it right tentacle? And from King Calamari's POV, it's right tentacle. Yeah, I think so. But then again, who are we to care about his point of view? All we want to do is set that bastard on fire. Unfortunately, I'm running a little low on magic right now, so on flower points right now, so let's go bash some tentacles. Yay! Because I have absolutely nothing better to do. Oh, is this the one? No, thank God, this isn't the one that almost threw everything into jeopardy. Thank God I did save a little bit of flower points there for that. Yeah, one more mash on that or we could actually. I'm still trying to remember exactly how I did this, but overall, it is one thing that you have to watch out for. Is just take your time, be patient, watch your try to do the best you can guarding these attacks, especially the Ink Blast. I'm not super successful with that, and as you can tell, that nearly throws my entire plan into chaos when I'm forced to use a pick-me-up on Peach there. Oh, man, that could have turned out really ugly. So, yeah, he seems to only have Ink Blast and Drain Beam, I think. I haven't seen anything else this battle. I was sure that he had something else. Oh, well, I guess not. But, yeah, again, just Super Flame the bastard until he's down, and then somehow the tentacles will live on without him, and all it takes from there is just roast the tentacle, just to take out the tentacles like it would everything else in this battle. It's a long and grueling battle, and at the end of it, thankfully, the game is nice enough to provide you with a free heal to max, because, you know, you really kind of need it after this long and grueling endeavor. I mean, it's not so much that the boss itself is hard, it's just that the multiple phases, and it really tends to wear on you. And there we go, that's the end of King Calamari. Whew, I'm starting to run out of breath describing this battle. But now I just need to scrap all the rest of the tentacles, and overall it should be a very tame fight outside of that. Just keep your healing up, try to cure any fear status that comes upon you, because, you know, those debuffs are really actually quite painful. And just take out what you got, take care of whatever you got. So, one last shocker, and maybe... I don't think I timed that right. But we got 34 experience and 100 coins, which is really good. I think I'm almost maxed out on coins, so this is probably going to be a little funny. And like I said, they heal you up right to max flowers, max HP. You don't even need to worry about healing like I was instinctively about to do there. But yeah, this next part is actually kind of difficult. I'm going to switch back to Bowser for the general monster killing, even though this is actually the part where some of the enemies that we're running into will actually be weak to to electricities. But Bowser does a good job wrecking things anyway, so I figured let's bring him in. Now, you see those cannons? Pay attention to the pattern that they fire in, especially that little pause. That's the important bit. If you get hit by one of those cannons, you don't actually get into a fight, you just get pushed into that pit. So, take your time, plan it out, wait for the pause, then dash across. That's really all there is to it. So, obviously, I am just not capable. Past me is just not capable of that. Get into shape, past me. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Arrgh. You walked right in front of the cannon. Wait for the pause, then go. You can jump over probably the first few shots, but you're gonna have to wait for a pause on the second volley. Alright then. And from here on in, if you want to try to grab all the loot, well, for starters, I never actually knew how to get those coins when I was younger, but in retrospect, it's really kind of easy, just a little basic platforming. As you can see, though, it's basically just a lot of coins. You really don't need to worry too much, honestly. We could probably... In fact, I think it's safe to say we can do without. Now, you can ignore that ghost for the most part. It's pretty much just a creeper. You can walk right past it. It's actually kind of nifty how they added that, though. That's actually a very unique way to do it. It would have been nice if we did fight a Mario clone. Maybe later? Who knows? But anyway, in this room we find a hidden chest with a frog coin. Real nice. And, ooh. And, well, I guess there's not much else to say, except continue downward? Won't that kind of lead to a leaky faucet or something? Not quite yet. Alright, a mushroom box and a save block. Must be coming upon a boss. Yeah, well, I guess there's not much else to do. Probably, if there is a boss, we might as well switch in Gina real quick. I mean, he's pretty good with that kind of thing. Yep. Alright, and I guess maybe loot that chest for some loot before the boss. Whoa! Yeah, they trick you with another mimic. This one's a hidden. Like all bosses, let's go ahead and start out by Geno boosting everyone. I probably Peach first for the defense, then Mario, then Geno. At least that's what my plan of attack should have been. Instead, I decided to just leave it at that and then try to Geno World the chest. Doesn't work, by the way. At least, I don't think I'm getting the time. Either I'm getting the timing wrong, or it just doesn't work on hidden. But anyway, like the last guy, he's weak to jumps, but unlike the last guy, he summons Goombas. And unfortunately, these micro Goombas are somehow stronger than regular Goombas. Don't ask me why. But, alright, take care of that, and we just need to take... And, might want to do some damage to those mini Goombas, because they are going to be a pain. I mean, they really quite hurt. But, we don't want to clear them all out, or otherwise he'll just resummon them. So try to blunt their attacks best they can. They only have the basic bite, but it does really hurt. Try to keep your guard up, especially considering you might definitely want to Geno boost everyone, like I should be doing in these first few turns. Don't ask me why I'm not. But other than that, just keep your wits about. His Hidden's magic is pretty potent, but other than that, he doesn't have quite as much HP. He'll fall soon enough, and then you can just take care of the mini Goombas at your own leisure. It's nothing to worry about. Heal up as necessary. You know the whole ordeal by now. I think I've explained this more times than I care to, but heal up, jumps, all that good stuff. It should be, well, more or less an easy fight, just as long as you can guard carefully. If you don't guard carefully, yeah, this might get a little difficult, especially if you don't Geno boost everyone. Although that takes like 3 turns, and I can understand. And I'm thankful that that Hidden's only going after the one who I Geno boost, the only person that I actually Geno boosted. And this is just making, everything else a lot easier for me. And that take care of Hidden. Now we just need to take care of the little Goombas. Overall, I think they're also weak to jump, and they have a good bit of HP, but I'm not going to waste the time. I'm just going to overall just keep the basic melee attack should do enough that I think we can probably just suffice with them for the most part. So, yeah, just take care of the Goombas, and that should be one rather difficult chest taken care of. And we'll get some good loot from them, but yeah, like I said, we will never use sleepy time, ever. Although, surprisingly, that... wait, it did... I guess Hidden was... No. I find it weird how much less damage Peach was doing to mini Goombas at the start of the battle compared to now, but, yeah, you know, I've noticed some oddities every now and then, so... Alright then, it was actually really handy, considering I didn't even bother to Geno boost anyone, so... Just, you know, like I said, it's a straightforward battle after you take care of Hidden. I mean, he can't resummon the Goombas now that he's dead, right? So just keep mashing away with your physical attacks, and it should not be... and this battle should overall be very straightforward, to the point. Not much that you really have to worry too much about. Alright then, and other than that, I think we could just... once this battle's done, I think we consider... How do I keep getting so much syrup as a freebie? It's... Yeah, well... I think I'm just lucky. That's all there is to it. And that's it. Alright, and for our trouble, we get 100 coins, and also we get a safety badge, which is a really handy accessory. One thing I should point out is the description is highly inaccurate. It protects more than just mutant poison, but either way, it's a straight upgrade for the antidote pin, so let's go ahead and slap that on Peach right about now. Yeah, there we go, past me. And then I'm gonna have to wrap it up, so until next time, everyone, I'm Dave, and hey, Counterfeit Fake, history wants you back, they made a mistake. Take care.